All right, this is it. I mean, everything comes down to today. One single game separates the Los Angeles Rams from the Super Bowl. But man, to get there, they have to go through hell. We're talking on the road, in the loudest stadium in the entire league, against their most hated rival. Welcome to the NFC Championship, people.
You know, for a second, just forget all the stats, forget the records. This game is about will. It's about history. It's about staring down 70,000 screaming fans and punching your ticket to the biggest game on earth. Can they actually do it? That's really the only question that matters today.
Okay, so let's really dive into this. The hype is absolutely real and it's totally justified. But you gotta understand, this moment, it didn't just appear out of nowhere. This is the culmination of a grueling 12-5 season. It's a testament to a culture of winning that's been built brick by brick out in Los Angeles.
And that winning culture, well, it starts right at the top. Just look at this consistency. 7 playoff trips in 9 years under Sean McVay. I mean, come on, that's not luck. That is a blueprint for success. In an era where coaches and players are constantly changing, the Rams have been a model of stability and just flat-out excellence. And believe me, they earned this spot. There were no cakewalks here, no easy outs. This team basically walked through fire in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. They are calloused, they are tough, and you better believe they are ready for war because that's all they've known this entire postseason. And yeah, this season's path shows you exactly what they're made of. It started with a solid 12-5 record, which set the stage. Then they get a 34-31 shootout against Carolina in the wild card round, a game where the offense had to be absolutely perfect. And then came Chicago, a totally different kind of test. Oh, frigid is an understatement. It was like 19 degrees with snow coming down at Soldier Field. It was a throwback slobber knocker kind of football game, you know? This one wasn't about flash, it was about pure grit. And when the moment came, with ice in his veins, Harrison Mevis just drills the 42-yarder to send them here. That is a team that knows how to win ugly.
But let's be crystal clear here. Ugly is not their first language. This offense, when it's rolling, it's a work of art. It's a freight train. It is, without a shadow of a doubt, the most explosive and dangerous unit in the entire NFL.
And the numbers? They back that up, emphatically. The Rams finished the regular season ranked number one in the NFL in points per game and number 1 in total yards. See, this isn't just my opinion, it's a statistical fact. They are the benchmark for everyone else. And the man conducting this whole orchestra, Matthew Stafford. He is playing the best football of his entire career. He's an MVP finalist for a reason, folks. He's out there making throws that other quarterbacks can only dream about. He's in complete command of this high-powered machine. And this number right here, this just says it all about his dominance. 46 passing touchdowns, that led the entire league. In a season where they absolutely needed him to be elite, Stafford didn't just step up, he completely took over. And just look at the weapons he has around him. Over 4,700 yards for Stafford. Puka Nacua with over 1,700 receiving yards. Insane. Davante Adams comes in and immediately becomes this red zone nightmare with 14 touchdowns. And then you've got Kyren Williams providing that balance with over 1,200 yards on the ground. For defenses, it's just a pick-your-poison scenario. And how about Puka Nacua? He's not just a great story anymore. He's a legit superstar, a finalist for Offensive Player of the Year. See, it's not a one-man show in LA. It's a full-blown ensemble of killers, and Puka is right there at the top. But all that offensive firepower, well, it's only half the story. You can't win championships on offense alone. We all know the old saying, right? After a legend like Aaron Donald retired, this unit had a massive hole to fill. They had to forge a whole new identity, and they've done it by being just relentlessly opportunistic. Opportunistic is the perfect word. They're just playmakers. Look at this list. Kobe Durant has been an absolute ball hawk. 3 picks in just 2 playoff games. Cameron Curl with that diving, season-saving interception in Chicago. Byron Young is a terror off the edge, leading the team with 12 sacks. And Nate Landman, he's a heat-seeking missile, forcing fumbles all over the place. These guys are stepping up and making those game-changing plays when it matters most. And listen, it's not just a few big plays here and there. This unit is statistically sound. They finished the season as a top 10 scoring defense in the NFL. That's the perfect complement to their offense. They might bend, but they don't break, and they consistently get those crucial stops needed to get that high-flying offense right back on the field. Which brings us to today. Seattle. The rain, the noise, the history. This isn't just another game. This is for all the marbles. I mean, you could argue this is the biggest game in the entire history of the Rams-Seahawks rivalry, and I absolutely believe it. And this is the matchup that football fans dream of. It's the irresistible force against the immovable object, the #1 offense in the league, the Rams, going up against the #1 ranked defense in the league, the Seahawks. It does not get any better than this.
This rivalry has always been nasty, just a bitter fight for control of the division year after year. Now you take all that bad blood, you put a trip to the Super Bowl on the line, and you play it in that madhouse they call Lumen Field. The intensity is going to be completely off the charts. So, what could be the difference maker? The X factor. Let's not forget when these two teams met in Seattle back in Week 16, a game the Rams actually lost in overtime, they were without Davante Adams. He's healthy now. That's 14 touchdowns that Seattle's defense didn't have to account for last time. That changes everything.
So this is what it all comes down to. One game. For Sean McVay's legacy, for Matthew Stafford's Hall of Fame case, for this entire team to prove they are champions. Just 60 minutes of football to get back to the top of the mountain. And that's the prize. The ultimate goal. Super Bowl 60 is just sitting there, waiting for the winner. A chance to etch their names in the history books forever. But first, they have to survive Seattle.
Look, it's the toughest test they're going to face all year, but this team is built for it. They've won pretty, they've won ugly, the offense is borderline unstoppable, and the defense is making the big plays. You know, my head says the analytics favor the home team with the #1 defense, but that offense and the Davante Adams factor is just huge. I think they do it. The offense is too powerful, too diverse. I'm taking the Rams. They go into Seattle, they silence the noise, and they win it, 31-27. The Rams are going to the Super Bowl.